The Junior Year Challenge, SadaraYumi. Where I get this idea from. So, if you don't pay attention to my channel, I'm kind of a pervert. I kind of look at people like Sadara and Nezuko, and I look at them in a more realistic way. So, if you want to know the all-my story of last year, how I felt like I was used to messy on my way to get my laptop fixed. And if you didn't know, I have a specific relationship with my mom in getting my laptop fixed. Every time I go, I end up meeting a different person saying a different thing. My old laptop I kept for over 6 years, so it was very precious to me, but my new laptop has a touchscreen. This is also part of the dark game community. This is only for high-tier dark gamers. You will be informed if you're a high-tier dark gamer about this challenge. This can only be trusted to dark gamers, so I'm going to give you a gun. I'm going to give you a really good gun to use if you're a dark gamer. So if we all know about Lily, what happened last year with the MMORPG, it will continue, but it has to become regional because we can't play off the materials. So something new has to be coming. So Lily, this is a Platinum Boy challenge for dark gamers. We are going to ask random girls in the street if they're wild watch an episode in Inuyasha on Netflix. The word is already a dark game community as regulated. You will be informed. So anyway, this is the SadaraYumi challenge. So if you didn't know, Sadara is slightly popular for me because Sadara is what kept me watching Boruto. And you know, people view me as exactly that, being that reasonable 24/7. So what ended up happening is I always thought she looked cool, but I always liked her development. So you already know how I used to imagine, you know, like Yumi with her sleeves. Imagine how I feel about Sadara. Everybody says like, Lily, that's your daughter. I'm like, dude, she's just an anime girl, and that's how I view her. And people hate this shit because I live in a world where nerds want me to compare, want me to view her that way, Lily, but they don't even try to attack Nezuko. If you want to try to attack Nezuko, the only thing is trying to attacking Sadara. What they did was they made a 13-year-old character wear glasses like a grown fucking woman and expect her not to have sex appeal. Here we have a rap league full of fake black people who say, you like that shit, really see flat-chested. You look like a little ass girl. Oh my fucking god, this is why you get no pussy. So if you didn't know, Lily, Sadara is one of my favorites. I like Sadara more than Yumi, but you know, she's not gonna get more credit because of Boruto's reputation versus Koyoko's full shit reputation. Sadara is very popular. Don't act like nobody knows about me in Sadara's obsession. Don't act like me and all the dark gamers in the community don't imagine Sadara tunning just like Yumi. Sadara is nasty with the touch. She's nasty in Storm, and guess what? If you know what touch actually is, guess what her father has? One arm. That shit is hella funny. Dad still got it. You saw how you were scared up for Haku? All them hand sides of one-handed shit, Sadara is done. I really like her sex appeal, so imagine a taller woman wearing the same character as her anime design, wear a red dress with red glasses or black hair. That shit is Abby, nigga, I'm telling you. Nerds aren't forced to be in that context, but they won't even dare stand up to it, really, where it's put to the test. So what ended up happening is Yumi gained a whole lot of attention, but everybody knew Sadara too for my Boruto obsession. So what ended up happening was I ended up getting my laptop fixed by Sadara at one moment. And that was freshman year. Right after the anime, I actually got my laptop fixed by a girl, an Asian girl with red glasses at the register. This is how much effort they used to put into me, literally, wherever we go. It wasn't cosplay because it wasn't known as cosplay. They were flipping off Yugimoto, not the Pharaoh. So it really came down to a point where it was not about Sadara, it wasn't about Yumi either. It was about literally how this anime hip-hop thing, you know, spread out like a weed. So what ended up happening was this, literally freaking, we have already established, you know, through years and years of literally denying, you know, Sadara's relevance, that he's finally getting relevant now through the laws of the universe if you want to do your research. And so also these over here are test scans, and we're really getting into the topic of this video. So we all know how I saved the world again last year. This year is your opportunity to stand up to the Junior Year Challenge. So what this year is going to be actually special about is literally, this is the year that's going to be literally what 2020 was supposed to be. You see how we all went into now in 2020, how we were all laughing at ourselves just by the fucking meme going on videos, kind of cheap shine, people literally telling you the best parts. You literally, not everybody's a dark gamer, they know that it's full of shit, but it's okay because I was responsible, you get what I'm saying? Because the truth was, I literally informed you, even if you're around the person, that this shit is funny as fuck. That's the actual community. 2020 was a whole bunch of fake quality, you know, just nothing but consistency. And literally, what ended up happening was this. because cringe was removed from the pendulum, I had to struggle last year where nerds are trying to literally try to fucking, you know, cringe up my paper. So 2020 is when they gave me the most appraisal, but it didn't mean shit on top of a serious situation. Literally, they're all like, hey Eric, you never, when you were watching that episode of South Park, they're like Craig and History Friends, and we all agreed that it was the best part of the episode. Some little ass kids and shit, literally, because I had to deal with gangsters growing up with reverse psychology. That shit is so out there. And over and over and over again, literally saying shit that I would love when it was the right time, literally praising me like a high school kid at a serious situation where all my chips are down, while I have no more power to get a job and shit because of literally I sleazeball a fat girl. That's what happens when the cringe is removed from a pendulum. They do everything to bring it back, and literally they make me recognize the situation I'm currently in, even though cringe is removed from the pendulum. So I want to be full of shit, there's nothing stopping me from enjoying my time. Since we couldn't enjoy effort in 2020, we finally get to have a blank canvas, but we were too hard working in 2021, so it's time for you guys to fill in the void. So now this year we have to capture SadaraYumi. It's also a dog gaming challenge. So what this is these are two anime characters with mass sex appeal. Speaking of Rihanna and sex, what ended up happening, if you're confused on how to read the baby charts, really, if you look at her jawline, this is how you can tell it's your child or not. You have to fuse my jawline with her jawline and see if it's comparable about to the numbers. You make the numbers add up is the algorithm. What you do is you see the width, you see literally my facial structure and everything, and you compare the algorithm to the algorithm of the numbers, and then you do the math and do the equation. All you have to do is look at this picture right here and really break it down every way possible, and you won't be in denial. You really have to do your research. You're wondering why I'm famous? Because every time you look up what I talked about is true when you look it up online. So you know, I'm only giving you top tier content. You have to understand, being understanding and reasonable is a part of, you know, American society. A gangster wants to take you away from that. That's why I made, you know, a slight change in my manga, letting you know that really there's a lot more to life than that. Yes, I added a lot of game, you know, trivia and non-really. You know what Nokia and Subaru are based off? They're based off two Cripstar Blood Incognitos. Because you know why? Literally, the way me and Saba live. You don't know anything about literally gangs. Literally, Crips are like, you know, more for survival, and Bloods are more luxurious. So what ends up happening is this. Whole point, it's funny. No, I'm explaining it in form of comedy. literally, fucking, what ended up happening was literally, because of the time where a Crip ends up having to kiss a Blood's ass, like how I ended up having to kiss Sean's. The whole point of a Crip is to get out of a struggle, and the Blood is the one who's rich, so it's a funny ass story. So when you see me and fucking Sabo, that's the whole meaning of vodka and test and shit. It's because we're trying to live like Bloods. That's what we're saying in the same fucking department. Hey, next time you lose, warn me before you drop the bag of taquitos. To be informative, that's all you need to know about the SadaraYumi challenge. You have to understand it is a bad bitch. About the fuse between Sadara and Yumi. If you don't know, if you're taking this shit lightly, SadaraYumi is the highest prize of dark gamers because they're the two hottest, you know, girls that are involved both around intelligence and tactics. They play the exact same role in their shows.